And we start. Don't worry. So go to chapter 8, decisions, business, IGCSE, decisions on location. We have the get started. The case study. The case study is there to read. Just go immediately to the question. That's case study is there. Yeah, it said, what are the four factors that must be taken into account when locating a nuclear power station? For this, based on the case study, the factors that we need to consider are one, the factors that are, okay, one, government influence. What do government say about it? Do government accept it or not? Because without government, we cannot build power station. So it is important to consider if government is accepting or not. Two, the space, because nuclear power plants need plenty of space. Three, accessibility to water supply. It is a power plant. Water is needed. So we need either river or lake that will supply water. If not, we can't operate the power station. And the last one is availability of workers. The construction of the nuclear plant may need more than 1,000 workers. So if you want to build a nuclear plant where there are no workers available, how are they going to be able to be built? Are they clear? Question 2. Describe how the changing business environment has affected the location of many service providers such as retailers. I wrote, the changing business may have affected business decisions, especially retailing, as many retailing businesses now provide services via on internet. So these days, it's always online retailing, Amazon, Alibaba, and the rest. So nobody sells physically anymore. Yes. So the demand for online retail business is increasing. That is the point there. Is it clear? Yes. Then we go to factors now. Factors influencing the location of businesses. Are you there? Yes. One, proximity to market. When we talk about proximity to market, we're talking about how close. I got businesses that make large products may be located close to their customers to reduce transport costs. So if you're a big business, your location, you should think about locating to where the cost of transportation is not much. Because you have to sell to customers. So if it is far away from them, they might not be able to buy from you. Do you understand or not? Two, proximity to labor. Let's may consider locations where labor wages are cheaper. If you want to set up your business, the location, you should set it in the location that the cost of wages is less. Like there are cheap labor there. If you have cheap labor in one area, then you are setting your business there. It means your cost of production would fall. Clear? Yes. The third one, proximity to material. For proximity to materials, we're talking about businesses that use large amounts of materials may choose to locate closer to sources. You need raw materials for your business, and you need large quantities of raw materials. Why can't you just locate in that source where the raw materials are coming from? Locate your business there. Do you understand? Yes. That's proximity to materials. You go to proximity to competitors. Most businesses will prefer to locate to where competition is less. Businesses they don't want to operate where they have competitors. Because if you locate closer to competitors, it means you share the number of competitors. You share your customers with the competitors. But when you locate where competitors are far away, it means you can still keep hold of the customers within that environment. Do you understand? Yes. We have activity 1. Case study is simple. So it said, discuss the possible reason for Reynolds' decision to locate a factory in Tangier. Reynolds' decision to locate a factory in Tangier based on the following reason. One, Morocco, Tangier is in Morocco, okay? Morocco is seen as a politically stable country, as businesses will avoid locations where there are political crises. 2, Morocco has improved its infrastructure in recent years. So the 2 reasons why Reynolds has chosen to locate in Morocco is that Morocco is politically stable. There's no war in Morocco. So it is good for the business. The business will thrive there. 2, the infrastructure in Morocco has been improved. So it makes it easier for manufacturing businesses to set up there. Clear? Yes. Question B. What are the 2 possible benefits to Morocco of Renault's decision to locate a factory in Tangier. So what are the benefits of locating in Tangier as the business? One, benefits to Morocco of Renault's decision to locate are as follows. One, it increases employment in Tangier as more people will be needed to build the factory. So that means in Tangier, the employment opportunity will increase because they have to build the factory there. That means they need to employ workers there. So it increases employment opportunity. Two, it also increases government revenue because Morocco government will be able to get taxes from Reynolds for operating the. Is it clear? Is it clear, please?
Yes.
So we go to the nature. The nature of business activity. We start with services. For services, we're talking about businesses. So the nature of business activity is talking about the kind of business operations you do and what are the things you have to put into consideration when you are locating your business. So business activity will decide the services. Whatever you do as a business, your location will be determined by the kind of business you do. For service business, what do they have to consider before locating their business? I wrote, business must consider places with less traffic congestion and parking facilities. For services, services means maybe retail, banking, insurance, and all these things. You will need a lot of customers. You need a lot of people. So one of the things you have to put into consideration is the traffic congestion. Will people be able to come to that area, or traffic will stop them from coming? Or is there parking space or not? Clear? Office-based businesses, that means businesses that uses offices. That means they need to employ more people, yes or no? So this kind of business, they have to operate closer to where there are restaurants, banks, hotels. In case their workers couldn't go home, they'll be able to relax there. Or in case their workers are hungry, they'll be able to eat there. Is it clear? Yes. The third one, manufacturing and processing. Manufacturers that need large areas of land may choose locations where land is relatively cheap. For manufacturers that need large area of land, they can't buy expensive land. They have to buy cheaper ones. So they have to locate in area that the lands are what the land there is cheap. Clear? Agriculture. For agriculture, it needs fertile land that they can grow things on. So they need to locate where the land is fertile. So, go to activities. The case study is there. He said, what factors will Abdullah need to take into account when deciding where to locate his seafood restaurant? Give 2 factors in your analysis. Why analysis? I wrote, factors Abdullah needs to consider are as follows. 1, proximity to markets. Abdullah choose a location for his seafood in Manama due to customers. So the location is in Manama. Abdullah choose there because it is closer to people. A lot of people are around there. 2, access to parking space. As fast food restaurants need to locate where there is less traffic congestion and more parking space. It's a restaurant. So you need people who want to park and eat. So you need to locate where there is space for parking. If not, they'll just pass by and find other places to go. Clear? Yes. 2, why might businesses such as Abdullah's seafood restaurants deliberately choose to locate close to competitors? I got. Abdullah may choose to operate closer to rivals based on the following reasons. 1, it might target the excess demand of competitors. Sometimes the businesses around you, they have large numbers of customers that they cannot attend to. But if other businesses don't have so much customers, those ones that are not attended to can go there. You get the point? That is excess demand. So Abdullah will be able to take excess customers from those businesses that have a lot of customers. 2, the area might have a premises used by a failed restaurant, which makes it suitable. Abdullah might be using that area or locating in that area because there's a space, there's a restaurant that has failed, that is not using it anymore. So the space is there that suits restaurants. Do you understand? Yes. So move on. The impact of the internet on location decision. That's about right. Okay. So for location decision, internet, it makes things become better and faster. So with internet, you don't need to get closer to where your competitors are because your competitors can, sorry, you don't need to get closer to where your customers are because your customers can shop online 24/7. Do you understand? Yes. Any question about that? Go down. Legal controls, are you there? For legal controls, we're talking about government decisions on if on the business activities. What do government say about business activity? That is legal controls. Are you with me? Yes. Okay. So government may influence location decision based on the following reasons. How will government influence location decision? One, to avoid congestion, traffic congestion. So government might don't want some businesses to set up in one area because of the traffic congestion. Clear? Yes. Two, to encourage manufacturers to locate where there is high rate of unemployment. Government might also use legislation laws to ensure that manufacturing businesses are located in areas that a lot of people do not have jobs there. So when they locate there, it gives them job opportunity. Is it clear? Yes. And the third one, because the third one I wrote is about to encourage manufacturers, okay, to attract multinationals. Government might come up with laws so that foreign businesses can come into the country. Clear? Yes. We have the MCQ. The first one said an area of ground that was once used for urban development is called, we call it brownfield site. Brownfield site. Brown. Yes. You know, okay, that's brownfield site. Number two, which of the following factors is likely to be the most important when choosing a location for a supermarket? A supermarket will need large land to build upon. Yes or no? Yes. So no cost land. Is it clear? Yes. The third one, which of the following businesses is likely to have the most choice when deciding upon a suitable location to base their operations? No. Online tutor service. Most choices. You can do it online, you can do it. It's online. Yes. You can do any one you want. Four. So the answer is D, question four. Which of the following is a likely reason for a manufacturer to relocate his business? No. You said the answer D. No, question three is D. Question four. Which of the following is a likely reason for manufacturer to relocate its business? A. A, yes, good. So that ends chapter 9. Go to chapter 10. Oh, chapter 8, sorry, go to chapter 9. Globalization. This study is there. Said, what do you think is meant by a global market? A global market is a market for the whole world, which means consumers of all countries, you can have access to them. That's a global market. Clear? Yes. Question two. Comment on the patterns of global demand for cars here. We have to see it. Okay. Based on the case study, the global demand for cars is growing because in 2015 it says reached 72.3. Is it clear? All right. Question two. No, question three, sorry. Work out the global market share of the major car producers shown in figure one. So you have to add all this together. 10.8, 9.87, 7.99, 7.49, 6.40 plus 5.17 divided by the total market, which is 72.3 multiplied by 100. It's 65.69. Clear? Question 4. Why do you think Japanese car manufacturers have started to dominate the world market? Japanese car manufacturers have started to dominate the world market because they produce cars more efficiently than any other countries. They produce car more efficiently. They do better. They are quality. That means they produce quality cars. Is it clear? So go to the concept of globalization. What is globalization? Globalization is the growing integration of the world's economy. The growing integration, that means people are coming together from different world, from different countries to share ideas, to share technology, to transact. That is globalization. Clear? Yes. So what are the features of globalization? One, free movement of goods and services across international borders. One, that means people movement, goods and services can move around. That is international trade. Two, free movement of people and the ability to live in any country. People can move from one country to another. Is another features. The third one, high level of interdependence between nations. So each country can rely on another country. So Libya can produce oil, and okay, Libya cannot produce diamond. It can get diamond from Turkey, for example. That is interdependence. Clear. Free exchange of technology and intellectual property. So it means whatever technology they use in America, we can have it here too. Clear. Yes. We'll move on. Reasons for globalization, right there. One, what we're saying is how are we able to reach globalization? The first reason is so because technology is advancing, so it has helped globalization. People can be there, can be in China and transact from here. It's because of technology. Two, improvement in international transport network. Now we have road, we have sea transportation, we have rail transportation, we have air transportation. It becomes easier. Increasing the regulation. Government are reducing the laws in their country to attract people to come in or businesses to come. And last one, businesses wanting to sell abroad. A lot of businesses want to sell to foreign customers. As a result of that, there's globalization. Right. Government and globalization. Without government support, globalization won't succeed. So that means we can't talk about globalization without government. We can't talk about globalization without government. Why? One, countries cannot trade if government keeps international borders closed. So if the border to Tunisia and Libya is closed, it means we cannot go to Tunisia. So we cannot trade. Number one, clear? Is it clear, please? Yes. So international trade will be limited if government put up trade barriers. If government says, no, we don't want you to bring things into our country, we cannot do. Then there's no international trade, there's no globalization. Three, people cannot be free to live and work in overseas countries unless borders are kept open. Yes, you need visa to go to other countries, right? But if they don't issue visa, that means we cannot go there. Clear? Yes. And the last one, firms cannot develop their business abroad without government permission. So a Turkish cannot come and open a business here without the government of Libya accepting it. Clear? Yes. We have activity one. Okay. He said, work out the percentage increase in passengers carried between 1980 to 2015. In 1980, it was 652. In 2015, it's 3,441, right? So to be 3,441 minus 642 divided by 642 multiplied by 100. 3,441 divided by minus 642 divided by 642 multiplied by 100. So it is 435.9%. Clear? Question 2. Describe two features of globalization that have supported the growth of the airline industry. One, the free movement of people to live and work across the world has increased the need for air travel. You have to travel, you have to use airlines. Two, advancement in technology, which makes the transfer of complex data instantly to any part of the country. Now we can transfer technology. So I can be free to deal with you, to transfer with you, because I know with technology we can get to anywhere we want to get to without even seeing you. So advancement in technology has made it easier from international or for globalization to take place. Is it clear? Now go on. I won't take anyway. The regulation, barriers to entry, government reducing the laws of the country has made it easier. Clear. Go to opportunities now. Opportunities of globalization for business. Are you there? One, access to larger markets. So with globalization, businesses have access to several customers. That means they can sell to many customers across the world. That's access to markets, clear, to lower cost. Why do they have lower cost of production? Because when you start selling to customers around the world, it means you can operate on a larger scale. Operating on a larger scale makes you to enjoy economies of scale. Okay. Access to labor. Yes, will have access to larger pool of workers because now with globalization, people can move into different countries and live there. So it gives businesses opportunity to choose any worker they need. Clear. And the last one, reduced taxation. Businesses can choose any country that has lower taxes to set up there. Is it clear? Yes. Any question? So, and the last one is reduced taxation. Like I said, businesses would like to operate where the taxes are low. Is it clear? Yes. So move on. Activity two. So work out the numbers of mobile phones sold by Samsung in 2015. In 2015, the total number was 1424, 1424 divided by, here they said, okay, they said, what are the number of mobile phones sold by Samsung in 2015? Assuming it had the market share of 21.4%. So it would be 1424 million multiplied by 21.4 divided by 100. So the answer is 304.74 million. Okay. Yes. Question two. What opportunities might globalization provide for mobile phones? For mobile phone producers such as Samsung, Apple, and Huawei, give two opportunities in your analysis. One, lower cost because producers like Samsung, Apple, and Huawei are operating on a larger scale, so the cost of production will fall. Two, access to huge markets as they can sell to billions of customers across the world. Clear. So go to threats of globalization to businesses. Are you there? Yes. One, competition. As businesses have access to different countries, they may become a threat for domestic businesses. With globalization, it means businesses can come from anywhere in the world to set up in Libya. And this might increase competition. So local businesses in Libya might not be able to sell as they used to sell. Clear? So international takeover. There's free movement of capital. Money can be moved in and out of the country. As a result, foreign businesses might come here to buy over a local business. Clear? Yes. And the third one, increased risk. Oh, okay, no. Yes, increased risk of extra shocks. With globalization, businesses have to, with globalization, businesses have to rely, or they have to, countries have to countries have to rely on other countries. So which means if something happened in Libya, Tunisia might not be able to get things in Libya, or if anything happens in Tunisia, Libya will not be able to get things there. That is external shocks. There's nothing Libya could do about it. Clear? So we have the case study. Yeah, sorry, it's multiple choice. So which is the reason for increasing globalization? No. Decrease regulation. Government is reducing regulations. It's B. Question two. Which of the following is a feature of globalization? A. Free flow of goods, yes. Question 3. Which one of the following is an opportunity for business that might result from globalization? A. Lower costs resulting from economies of scale. Question 4. Which of the following might be a threat to business that could result from globalization? Threat. Threat. I just talked about it now. Increase competition. Because if competition increases, you won't be selling as you used to sell. Is it clear? Chapter review. So what is meant by the term globalization? So globalization is the growing integration of world's economies. The growing integration of world's economy. Clear? Question 2. They said we should work out the percentage increase in estimated online retail sales between 2014 to 2018. 2014, it has 131. 2018 has 2489, right? So to be 2489 minus 1316 divided by 1316 multiplied by 100. So it is 89.1%. Clear? Question 3. Suggest two ways in which a government can help to support the process of globalization. One, planning permission, which allows firms to develop their business in any state. If government gives them the permission to build their business, here's the way. Two, opening international borders. Government opens international borders. That means goods can come in and go out of the country. Clear? Question 4. Describe how interdependence might affect online retailers such as Amazon, eBay, and Alibaba in the future. I wrote, interdependence means the events in one country are likely to affect other economies. So, for example, a recession in Nigeria might have effect in global online retailers, bringing about a loss in revenue. So, if there's recession in India or Nigeria or Libya, Amazon that sells to Libya will not be able to sell as they used to sell because revenue will fall. Clear? Question 5. Aside the opportunities that globalization might bring to online retailers in general, globalization will allow online retailers to have access to large numbers of customers. That means they can sell to any customer, billions of customers. Two, if online retailers are able to grow, they may be able to exploit economies of scale. Because they have access to large numbers of customers, they might be able to expand. Then it allows them to enjoy economies of scale. Accessibility to cheap labor. They have access to workers that are cheaper. However, globalization might become a threat to local businesses. Local businesses might not be able to sell because they have competitors from multinationals. They have to compete with multinational businesses. With free movement of capital, a business in one country can take over a business in another country. Clear? In conclusion, improvement in online payment system, shipping local transportation, shipping local transport providers, and the removal of barriers have all contributed to the growth of online sales. So online sales is because there's free movement of people, there's improvement in transportation, there's free movement of people to live and work in our country, free movement of transportation. This has and government removal of laws, the regulation has allowed globalization to happen. And with globalization, there's increase in online retail. Fair. So that ends chapter 9.